How did the concept of the baseball facility become a reality?
You want to start with that one?
You
Let me
mentioned
start with a little bit.
conversations.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we started back with the previous baseball coach and years ago back and talking about the issue we're having with drainage and the way the field was orientated. The old, what is now the JV field, was the varsity field, and the sun would set. It wasn't good for the players. It wasn't good, especially for the parents trying to watch, because the sun was setting right in your eyes. The orientation was poor, and the playing conditions were poor, as well as, like I say, the drainage and everything. And I just remember talking about that with a couple of folks.
Yeah, and that conversation led into action that helped reorient the field so that the JV field became the varsity field, and the facility was improved with some additional drainage. And one thing led to another, but I think it fed into the philosophy that the school had of trying to provide first-class facilities and trying to expand wherever we could, and that we were not going to nickel and dime and just run a low-rent operation. And part of that included facilities, equipment, uniforms, all of those kinds of things. But what we really noticed was that the baseball facility itself was substandard for our vision of what was acceptable at James River. So those conversations led to some dedicated folks actually stepping up and taking action and developing a plan to help improve the facilities step by step. So we had several phases, and RVI became part and parcel of that program to help upgrade the facilities initially. And you can see the result now in terms of not only the field, but the field house and bathrooms and concession stand that didn't exist prior to the creation of RBI and this private-public school partnership. Prior to this, folks had to go down to the stadium or hike over to a porta potty over by the parking lot. There were no lights. It was just, in our vision, not an acceptable situation. And so there were enough like-minded folks who were willing to step up and help correct what we thought was a substandard situation for baseball.